to our Muppet of the month. And that is it's a bit more light-hearted, I think, in many respects.
I hope so. It's been a pretty heavy.
It has been a pretty heavy month, and this Muppet of the month, we mean this with love, but also most certainly, in my case, absolutely, this is a criticism, whereby
I think it's one of the funniest we've dealt with in a long time.
Well, the headline is basically Dinosaur toe, ancient sandals, 14,000-year-old fossilized poop, archaeological finds in Oregon. That's the headline. And initially when I saw this, I was thinking, was there a dinosaur toe found in a sandal? Are we talking about is this a mind-bending young Earth discovery? But no. What's happened is, it seems
God doesn't do a line in flip-flops for Diplodocus.
I found myself contemplating taking down the infamous "We Don't Do Dinosaurs" song off the Archaeology YouTube channel, but thankfully no, I didn't have to. They didn't actually find a dinosaur toe in a flip-flop, which is good.
No, and neither did they find the fossilized towel with Dippy embroidered in it lying across the deck chair.
No, exactly. Yeah. Like, I wonder how many deck chairs a Diplodocus would require on a beach.
One for each foot, perhaps.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, just sort of lying on its back. But nonetheless, the newspaper article goes on to talk about how the University of Oregon scientists have discovered a dinosaur fossil, a toe bone, thought to be roughly 103 million years old, which is firmly outside the scope of the interest of archaeologists, which go back about 300,000 years, thereabouts, unless you are an evolutionary anthropologist, whereby your interest maybe goes back to about 6 million years ago. Anyway, 103 million years, it's an old bone, dating back to the Cretaceous period. It belonged to a creature called an ornithopod, a 17-foot-long herbivore that weighed 1,500 pounds and walked on two legs. And here is the most egregious part of this article. Quote, "Here are some other interesting archaeological finds in Oregon."
Associating dinosaurs like... I just noticed something else about this, actually. The ornithopods, they're a class of dinosaur. It's not a single creature.
No.
They're bird-like dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Hence the ornith. So they haven't even got that right.
No, just all sorts of muppetry, just being Muppets, and it seems that so actually it seems even that the people involved, as it were, being interviewed and featured in the article, are not actually the scientists who have been involved with the discoveries. Here we have a picture of Christine Stromer, publicist for the University of Oregon's Museum of Natural Cultural History, posing with the fossil. It's just all sorts of layers of muppetry, and you may well think that we're being pedantic, but this stuff matters. You can't get me all worked up about whether or not sandals and dinosaur feet coexisted, and then just have this classification and terminological muppetry occur. Exactitude, yes, just explode in my face. It's just obviously being a bit ridiculous here, but actually later on, though, as the article does proceed, they do go on to talk about paleontology, and
they spell it correctly.
They spell it correctly. They mention paleontology, they mention archaeology. They deal with it separately, but it seems that at some point someone has got their wires very much crossed.
Put it this way: the press office didn't send the article out for proofreading to the people who actually knew about this stuff, did they? That's what's happened here.
Yeah. So I point accusatorially the dinosaur toe firmly at the press office of Oregon University, I think.
Although you could argue that the fact that they also talk about a heap of fossilized shit is entirely appropriate.
Does this require an allegedly?
No. I'm quoting directly from an article in the public domain. Well, actually, no, they used an American slang word rather than the British or Anglo-Saxon one that I've just used. But
I see. Okay.